And we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to pray and then we'll dive right in. I'm just going to run straight through the information. If you have any questions that you have, we can save those towards the end. And if you need to get going while somebody's asking questions, you feel good, feel free to jump off. I'll hang on here as long as anybody needs to. So let's pray and we'll get started. God, thank you for this time together. Specifically this meeting, I thank you for each person here, for the ways that they have invested in your kingdom personally, the ways that they live their lives, the way they love you, the way they translate that into their work and their action, not just here locally, but truly around the world. We thank you for that. Thank you for this opportunity this weekend to be able to share these trips with our congregation. And we just pray, God, that the people that you have selected, that you've picked out, that need to go on these trips, that need to be a part of what you are wanting to do in their hearts, and also through them to the people around the world, as we partner with different people around the world, that that they would be prompted in their heart, and that if it's resources or whatever might be in the way, that you would help them find a way to that trip. We believe that you do that, and we thank you for that. So we thank you that we get to be a part of that this weekend. Help us to do our very best in all we do. And of course, God, we give you the praise and the honor and the glory. Amen. All right, so let's begin just really quickly. I mean, you probably know this, but the why behind what we're doing this weekend. And the first thing was we just want to bring awareness. Some people may not even know that we do trips. They may be new, or they just haven't been paying attention or listening. It happens. So we just want to bring awareness that we have these incredible things that we do through Resurrection around the world. And so there's something for them to be a part of in doing that, and they can sign up for a trip. We also want to inspire people to maybe get outside of their normal routine, maybe try something adventurous, maybe try something that they've never done before, or inspire them to be a part of something that they've done before, but this next year might just be their year for some kind of breakthrough or something incredible to happen in their lives, or to be a part of something incredible happening around the world. And then last, we want to connect them. We want to make sure that people have a very clear path on how to connect to these trips. Sometimes if people don't quite know what the next step is, they just don't take it. And so we want this to be a really clear, concise, and precise way that they can make that next step, even if it's just being curious about it, even if they just kind of want to know a little bit more, they aren't quite sure, but just need some information, all the way to, I will sign up today and pay today, which we would love. We want to be able to connect them as quickly and easily as possible. We want them to know that this is a vital part of Resurrection Church, who we are and what we do. We do a lot of great and amazing local stuff, but we also do a lot of great and amazing global stuff through incredible people that we have connected with around the world, who are literally changing the world where they live. It's incredible, some of the partners we have. So we want them to know that it's a part of what we do as a church, but then also it is a journey that they can take interpersonally, that God might have them on as well. So that's kind of the why behind it. The things that we're going to be participating in is, there's going to be a verbal announcement, which I'll talk about in a second. There's going to be a hand in as people come into worship. I'll talk about that in a second. There's going to be tables in the narthex, which is not unusual. That's kind of how we roll with most of our promos like this, as you're aware, I'm sure. There'll be a banner there, kind of helping point out to people as they come out, this is where we are, so come see us. And then we have luggage tags that people can take for free, just as a way to kind of have them walk out with something. Maybe they lay on the counter, put on their keychain, or maybe they actually use it as a luggage tag, just as a reminder to maybe sign up for a trip, or maybe it's as much as just to remember to be praying for those who are going on trips. Maybe that's the inspiration there for them. And then finally, we're going to have a lunch and learn coming up the following week, and people will be able to jump onto that lunch and learn, and there will be a time at the end where we're going to go through all of our trips, kind of here's who we are, this is what we do, this is what trips look like, this is how you can sign up. Then have a time for them to ask questions if they're just curious about what global trips might look like for them. So all of that's going to be talked about on Sunday. So here's what it looks like. This is the how we're going to accomplish all of this. So first of all, people are going to come to worship on Sunday, and as they enter into worship, they're going to get a hand in. So this hand in has all of the trips for 2025 listed on it. It has a picture of all of the team leaders for those trips. It has the dates, as well as a very, very short description of what those trips are going to be about. Obviously, the location of those trips. So they'll have that in their hand. Next, as they're in worship, they're going to hear a verbal announcement that's going to help direct them to that, and also talk a little bit about what global trips are and how they can get signed up, why it's such a good thing for them to be involved in. So they're going to be able to connect those two things together and see it right in front of their face. From there, they've got a couple of options. There's going to be QR code on there that they can literally go straight to our Go Method page and check out maybe one specific trip or multiple trips. I mean, they could actually sign up right then and there if they want to. So that'd be a quick route for them to just get going, get it done, and be ready to go. If they have more questions, or they just are needing help or not quite sure how to sign up, or just have a specific question, that's where you guys come in. So when service is over, you guys will be out at the table where the luggage tags are and the banner, there to ask or answer any questions, or to engage people as they're leaving worship, you know, passing out the luggage tags, maybe just as a way to kind of say, hey, thanks for coming to worship, and passing those out. But people may want to stop and ask you specific questions about trips. And that's why you're so valuable, because of your experience, because of your willingness to be there and kind of stand in that gap. You may very well help someone connect to a trip that might be life transforming for them. So what you're doing on Sunday is super valuable, and we deeply appreciate you guys being willing to jump in and take that time to be there, not necessarily just for global, but you're there for that person, whoever that person is, that may be walking out that needs a little bit of help and direction, and you're that person. So thank you for doing that. That truly means a lot. So as they encounter that, they're going to have some questions and things that you may be able to answer. If they're still not sure, or they're brand new to the process, or they really aren't quite comfortable with it yet, then we can help direct them, which will also be on the hand in, to that lunch and learn coming up, where they can just drop in, and it's via Zoom. So it's pretty low commitment. They can do it on their lunch hour, and they can jump in and hear a little bit more about trips, hear a little bit more about where we go, and all those kinds of things. So that's the process. That's kind of the how we're hoping to accomplish, getting people aware, helping inspire them to go, and connecting them to go on these trips. So that's the long and the short of it. It's pretty simple. I think, the last thing I want to say, expectations for you would be that each of you have signed up for a worship service, and as is all of our times that we do promos, we ask for you to stay for 20 minutes after the service that you've signed up for. So what that looks like is, as service is ending and they're going into the prayer time to close out the service, that's the perfect time to just kind of sneak out, head to the table, be ready, so that when service is dismissed and everyone's walking out, you're there ready to go. We have people at each location checking and making sure that the tables are set up and ready to go. If you would like, wouldn't be a bad idea to kind of check that out before service, make sure you know where you're going. You might notice something missing and be able to bring awareness to that so that we can address it, make sure that it's ready to go. So other than that, that's pretty much it. I wanted to make sure that everybody felt comfortable and good with what they're doing, and then open it up now. If anybody has any questions, feel free to jump in. If you feel good and you're confident and you need to get back to work, or you want to go eat, or you want to go watch highlights of the Chiefs game, you're more than welcome to do that now as well. So I will open it up now for Q&A. I think you're on mute, Sheree.
I was trying to tell Scott he was muted.
Oh, I didn't see Scott. I looked down and saw you.
There we go. The
All
Zoom
right.
on the phone is new to me. So t-shirts, there was a mention of wearing a certain t-shirt, and
Yes.
it's not that I seem to have more than one missions t-shirt. I want to make sure I got the right one.
Yes. Scott, you're going to be at Leewood at the 11 o'clock. So I'm going to be at Leewood. We have shirts set aside for you that I will have up there at the missions engagement space on the back counter.
Well, I may already have one. I mean, it's just which one is it? Is it turquoise? Is it light blue?
Yeah.
What's the?
That's funny.
If we're all wearing the same, I know we're not MSPs, Rudy taught me.
Right. So I don't know what color to call it. It's the one that has the tree logo in the back.
Ah, okay, I
That
now
one.
know. Okay, I got
Yeah.
that one. Okay,
Yeah.
good.
That blue one, right? It's blue, kind of a,
Whatever blue it is.
Bluish,
Yeah. We,
yeah.
yeah, got it.
we have our own little dispute on our global team about what color it should be.
Okay, all right, thank you. And I imagine we'd have
Yep.
extra copies of the handouts at the tables if anybody missed it going in, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Hand in,
Absolutely.
hand out, I don't know the difference, but that's
Right. Right. Hand in, as I've been told, is you're getting it as you go into worship. So there
Yeah.
you go. Hand out is
Okay.
as you leave. So
Okay.
anybody else? Wow. Well, that's pretty great. It's 12:14. There it is.
Here,
you, Carol.
Carol's got it.
Perfect.
Growing
Perfect.
together, Scott.
Hey, well, you all are amazing. Thank you so much. We're going to get you out of here. And I said it might just be 15 minutes. Look at this. It's 12:14. So we might actually beat that if we end it like now. So love you guys. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you all later.
Thanks, everybody.
Bye.